Hello, and welcome to this week's topic, which is LGBTQ and asexuality. Do these movements have anything in common, or can we align ourselves? Do we have a place with them? Well, before I answer that question, I'd like to give some historical context from which I can draw a story. Story time! Once upon a time, there was a man of justice and righteousness known as Frederick Douglass. And there was a woman, the queen and mother of feminism in America, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. The two of them formed an alliance. Our causes shall be united as one. Together we will get both justice that we all deserve. But then, something happened. Dude, Frederick Douglass? Okay, man, we'll give you people the right to vote. Just stop calling us at 5 in the morning. Frederick Douglass was pleased with himself immensely, but he realized something. If his movement continued to align himself with the white woman's right to vote movement, the white man might not be so happy about that and kind of remove that whole thing about him actually being able to vote. So he made a decision. So, Elizabeth, I've decided, that I don't actually like the idea of women voting, so I'm not gonna align myself with you guys anymore and have fun with, not voting. Bitch, you did not! And so the two began an epic ninja fight. And to this day, 7 out of every 10 black men will end up in prison at one point in their life. Women still only get paid 77 cents per dollar that men get paid. And black women have gotten the short end of several thousand sticks. Now, as a voice for the asexuality movement, I can see no reason why we shouldn't align ourselves with the LGBTQ. However, as someone who has worked with LGBTQ rights and things since high school, I can see some reasons why they wouldn't want to specifically align with us. Right now, one of the main concerns of the LGBTQ movement is gay marriage and the right to marriage, which and all the things that come with it, like hospital visiting rights, etc. Now, that's all good for them, but in the asexuality movement, when it comes to marriage and rights, we aren't really concerned about that. In fact, we have a large portion of our populace who are aromantic, who kind of are, who cares about marriage? We don't care. And for lobbying purposes, for a political movement to be seen, that can count as like a detriment towards the thing of whole. If you have like a whole group of people who are completely disinterested in that, that's one thing. Another reason why LGBTQ might be hesitant with aligning with asexuality is because when you kind of fall into a movement and you want to promote a basic attitude, so a lot of people, when they think gay people, they think, flamboyant gay, even if that's not quite accurate, but it is one of the things that people put forth because they want to promote, this is the message, this is our message. In asexuality, we have a lot of people who not only do we not know, aren't sure, we keep questioning ourselves, we have a lot of different splinter movements like gray A, demisexual, things like that. That with that kind of blurred line, I think that a lot of people in LGBTQ, and even if we were aligning ourselves with another movement, might be uncomfortable with aligning with a group of people who, from their perspective, don't know who they are. Even though we know who we are, that kind of differences, that kind of splintering, as it may appear, may not be viewed favorably upon someone who may align with us. Finally, there is the third thing, and that is the fact that we are ace. We do not have sexual attraction towards others. And the LGBTQ, they're considered with expressions of sexuality and different ways of sexuality expresses it's, and when we're encountered with a group of people who do not have sexual attraction for others, it kind of makes them confused, I guess. I know that there have been a few incidents reported on Avon where people have come out to their gay friends thinking, oh, they'll be open to it, but they haven't been. And that, because the gay movement, LGBTQ, they are particularly interested in the idea of opening up doors for the repressed sexuality, and we do look like we are repressed from someone who doesn't understand that kind of idea, so that could be another reason. So in regards to whether or not we fit in with the LGBTQ, I personally believe that we do, because we are an alternate sexuality. However, you have to understand that some people don't view asexuality as asexuality. They think it as a lack of. And for that kind of perspective, I think that we may have trouble specifically aligning ourselves if we do not make communication between the two groups clear. Because LGBTQ isn't just gay, it's lesbians, bisexuals, transsexuals, genderqueer, all those different things. And since it is important to make sure that, it's not just aligning with the gay rights movement, it's aligning with all these other different groups that may view us in their way of saying, what the heck is this? So before we go into the whole question of whether or not we do it now, later, aligning ourselves, I think that visibility is the most important thing, because if we do not, raise our voice, make sure that we are known, and make people understand us, if we do align ourselves with a big group like the LGBTQ, we may get kind of lost, and that would kind of be bad. See you next week!